Hey y'all, we are cooking away the blues. My name is Jules Burke, and today we are doing easy as pie apple pie. You don't need a rolling pin, you don't need a food processor, all you need is your sweet little hands. Let's get started. Alright, we're going to start with the bottom crust. 1 cup of all-purpose flour, ½ teaspoon of salt, 1 stick of butter cut into pieces, cold. All right, so we're just gonna mix that up with our fingers and mash that butter really good until it becomes crumbly with the flour. Now I'm gonna add between 1 and 2 tablespoons of cold water. Mix that up with my hands until it just comes together. Now look out, y'all, this is the part where we go crazy. We're just gonna dump that into the pie pan. Now look at this, we're just gonna pat that in there. This is not gonna be a flaky crust, this is gonna be a crumbly crust, more akin to a cobbler than a pie, perhaps. Okay, so we're not worried about pretty edges or anything because we're just going to pile this up with apples and a streusel topping. So we're going to set that aside and start chopping apples. Now let's start the filling. I've got about 8 cups of Granny Smith apple. Any kind of sour, firm apple will work. I have the juice and the zest of 1 lemon, a ½ teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, ½ teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1 pinch of ground nutmeg. Now we're going to stir that all up. So we have our pie crust here that it looks like a first grader made, and this is a great recipe when you have kids. We're going to take our apples and just dump them all into the pan. All right, now we're going to start the streusel topping with 1 cup of all-purpose flour. I have 2/3 cup of brown sugar. We're going to stir that with a fork. Now I have 1 stick of melted butter. Now we're going to take this streusel topping and kind of crumble it on top just like this. After all that is crumbled on there, leaving some spaces in between, we're going to sprinkle about a tablespoon of white sugar on top. Now we're going to put this in the 400-degree preheated oven for about 50 minutes, just less than an hour. Okay, it's been exactly 50 minutes. Let's pull it out and see how she looks. Oh, yeah. Now we're going to let that rest for about an hour. Okay, we're getting a little impatient. It's been about an hour, and we should probably let it rest a little bit more, but Elvis is hungry, I'm hungry, and let's see what we got. All right, it's still smoking. We probably should have waited another hour, but it's pie. Oh yeah, cooking away the blues. Woke up feeling the weight of the world, and now 2 hours later, I got pie. Easy as pie. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cooking Away the Blues. It's free, and you get great recipes every week. So stay tuned for New Orleans style barbecue shrimp and beef tenderloin coming up next. Thanks, y'all. Oh, one more thing. Please read my blog at julesburkewrites.com, an irreverent take on living with depression. That's a lot of fun. Peace, y'all. See ya. Elvis likes apples. Hey. Took it away the blues.